Hey there! Today we're exploring one of humanity's greatest inventions, money. How did we go from trading livestock to using digital wallets? And why does everything keep getting more expensive? Let's uncover the fascinating history of money and discover how inflation became a global phenomenon. Long before money existed, people used the barter system. Imagine trying to trade your goat for a bag of wheat. But what if nobody needed your goat? Around 3000 BC, the Mesopotamians came up with a solution. They started recording debts on clay tablets. Then, by 1200 BC, something interesting happened in China. People began using cowrie shells as currency. These small, durable shells were perfect, easy to carry, hard to counterfeit, and widely accepted. The next big leap came around 500 BC in the kingdom of Lydia, which is modern-day Turkey. They created the first metal coins from a natural gold-silver mixture called electrum. This was revolutionary. For the first time, money had a standardized value and official markings. Meanwhile, in China, they got even more creative with knife-shaped bronze coins and even experimented with leather money around 118 BC. But let's be honest, carrying around heavy metal coins wasn't exactly convenient. That's when paper money entered the scene. Here's where things get really interesting. In the 11th century, merchants in China's Song dynasty were tired of hauling heavy coins everywhere. Their clever solution? Paper receipts that represented stored value. By 1020 AD, the government officially adopted this system, creating the world's first paper currency. But there was a catch. When they printed too much of it, prices started rising. Sounds familiar, right? Fast forward to medieval Europe, where money changers and early bankers were laying the foundation for our modern financial systems. The big breakthrough came in 1816 when England introduced the gold standard. This meant every banknote could be exchanged for actual gold, which helped keep prices stable, at least for a while. Now, let's talk about inflation. That frustrating reality where your money buys less over time. Famous economist Milton Friedman put it simply, inflation happens when there's too much money chasing too few goods. We can see this play out throughout history. In the 16th century, Spanish ships brought massive amounts of silver from the Americas to Europe. The result? Prices skyrocketed by 600% over 150 years. That's what we call the price revolution. The 20th century gave us even clearer examples. After World War II, countries moved away from the gold standard, giving governments more freedom to print money. In the 1960s and 70s, the U.S. Federal Reserve made some critical mistakes, ignoring supply problems while pumping too much money into the economy. This led to the Great Inflation, where by 1980 inflation reached a painful 14.5%. The lesson was clear. You can't create lasting prosperity just by printing more money. Then there are the extreme cases. Hyperinflation. Zimbabwe in 2008 is the most shocking modern example. Prices were doubling every single day, leading to an annual inflation rate of 500 billion%. Imagine needing a wheelbarrow full of cash just to buy a loaf of bread. Today we're in the middle of another money revolution. Since the 1950s, credit cards have changed how we spend. Now we have digital payments and cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin challenging traditional systems. But inflation hasn't disappeared. Central banks actually aim for about 2% inflation each year, claiming it encourages spending. Yet as we saw in 2022 and 2023, unexpected events like supply chain problems can still send prices soaring. So what does the future hold? From bartering animals to digital currencies, money keeps evolving. But one lesson remains constant throughout history. When governments print money without limits, inflation always follows. Thanks for joining me on this journey through financial history. If you enjoyed this exploration, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what economic topic you'd like me to cover next. Until then, keep learning and stay curious.